What's up, squad? We back at him again, man, when they thought it was finna end. Thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you forever locked in with your boy Stories of V. At this time, you already know what I need y'all to do. Like, share, comment, and smash that subscribe button for me, y'all. We're on the road to 100K. If you're new to the channel, salute. Thank you for being here. Welcome here. All you gotta do is sit back, relax, and strap your seatbelt up. I got the rush from there. You get what I'm saying? To the one and only V Squad. Salute, man. You know from the bottom of my heart, I love y'all. I'm nothing without y'all. I'm loving the feedback. I'm loving the comment. I'm loving the support. Let's make sure we continue to get that word out there. We continue to push this movement. Y'all continue to tell a friend to tell a friend. Rush over here right now. Smash that subscribe button and tap in with us, man. So without further ado, let's get it. It's Mr. Three-Piece himself, man. What's going on with the squad? I hope and pray y'all enjoying this Good Friday. Y'all laid back, relax, ready for this 5-3-piece. So let's jump into it. Story number one. Now, story number one is what happens when you test an old gangster. And a lot of dudes, right, they tend to think because dudes is older in age, no matter how much older you are than them, that they can do whatever they want to do because they feel like I'm younger than them, I'm faster than them, I'm stronger than them, I'm smarter than them. Not knowing that an old warrior never loses his warrior ways. He never forgets the way of a warrior. You get what I'm saying? So this was the circumstance. We got a young dude and he in a cell with an older guy. Now the older guy was a laid back dude, relaxed, calm, cool. He was a pure gentleman. He had a routine, always went to work, came back at a certain time, hung out with his old timer friends, gambled a little bit, but he was harmless, bothered nobody, you get what I'm saying? So the young dude, he was more of a rowdy energy. He was more of a wild buck, and he was real disrespectful. And he had yes men around him. Now, when I say yes men, meaning he had the type of homeboys that wouldn't say, man, come on, yo, stop disrespecting the old timer. Yo, that's an elder. He had friends that was more so scared of him because he had a reputation as a bully. So the dudes that he kept around him, he ain't had no men around him. He had flunkies, dude boys, and yes men around him. So he never had nobody to check him. So he continued with the disrespectful behavior to the old time. I mean, in times of the day, the old timer be coming back from work. He come in the cell. He got 2-3 dudes in there. Sometimes they in there smoking weed. Sometimes they in there gambling. Sometimes they got dudes sitting on his bed. And if that was anybody else, or if he was in the cell with a man or a dude like me, that shit would have got somebody hit right there. I'm not coming back into the crib and you got dudes sitting on my bed like, what, you done lost your mind, bro? That's the ultimate disrespect. That's right up under stealing. You get what I'm saying? Because you invading my privacy. We already ain't got nothing in here. And then the little stuff that I got, you invading, you disrespecting. And I'm going to show y'all what disrespecting things lead to. So boom. A couple of times the old time will pull him up like, look, man, you got to tighten up, young. Yo, every time I come back, you got people in here. You moving loose. Like, just in case, let's just say y'all get knocked off. Yo, why you want to get knocked off in our cell? Why you can't go to their cell? What if one of them dudes on some crud ball snake shit, they see something they like in here, tell one of their homeboys they come in here and rob us? What if dudes on the pod just think, oh, all right, everybody running in and out they cell, anybody can go in there. This the open cell. And then dudes start taking advantage of our cell like this a free cell. No, we ain't ready to do that, bro. I ain't never moved like that. I ain't ready to start moving like that because they hadn't been cellies for long. So boom, every time the old timer try to give him game or tighten him up, the young boy saying some disrespectful shit. Man, you ain't my fucking father, man. I ain't listening to nobody on the street. I ain't coming here to listen to nobody, man. Get the fuck out of my face. So old timer keep trying to deal with him. He keep trying to have patience because he understand, like, man, I was young once. I understand it's hard for dudes to get a grasp of what somebody trying to do when they trying to drop game on him. You get what I'm saying? So he be patient with him. He continue to do what he do. Old timer continue on with his regular scheduled program. Youngin continue to do what he do, continue to disrespect the OG. Now, one day he took the shit too far. OG gets some mail, and then he gets some letters in the mail for real. Now he get letters of his daughter, his grandkids, such and such like that. He get pictures of his family. Boom, so we got him sitting on his bed. Shorty come in for real. I guess he had his laundry bag or something on it. So when he swing it over, he knocks old timer mail over. So old timer like, damn, younger man, you knocked my mail up. Can you pick it up? So Shorty ought to break it. Oh, man, that you fucking always crying about something, man. Goddamn, it's just mail. Pick the shit up. So old timer trying to tell him, like, man, they pictures of my family. Shorty like, man, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Old timer, man, just pick the pictures up, man. I'm not in the mood today. So now when he walks past, he accidentally do it, but he probably intentionally didn't care that he did it. He stepped on one of the pictures of the man grandkids for real. Ultimate disrespect. Ultimate line cross right there. 1, you always disrespecting me. 2, he tired of him being in here. 3, you knocked my pictures off and ain't pick them up. 4, you stepping on pictures of my grandbaby. How much more disrespectful can you be? So the old timer tell him like, man, goddamn, you stepping on pictures of my grandbaby, man. So when he see this shit, he like, man, come on with that dumb ass shit, man, with them pictures. I don't give a fuck about that. Boom. Old timer say that's enough right there. That was the last straw. That was the last line that he was going to cross. Old timer don't make a saying. I told you he a war veteran. He ain't ready to get loud. He ain't ready to warn him that the hit coming. He just gonna lay back like an OG assassin that he is. He played a cut. Let the day go by for real. They do what they regular schedule program. Nighttime come, they lock in. OG get a main rock in the sleep. Say, boy, you trying to you trying to go in on a little hookup for real, put something to eat together? He like, hell yeah, I'm hungry, man. What you cooking? He said, yeah, I got it, man. Just give me such and such item, maybe 2 sausages, 2 super fish, something like that. Shorty throw in. OG whip up a nice one, something that's gonna have them nice, hungry, full, and sleepy. Boom, they eat, put the feed up in them for real. Exactly like OG thinks. Shorty lay back. No, straight out, he go to sleep. Now, when he go to sleep, OG look for real because he on the top bump, Youngin on the bottom bump for real. OG look over, see that he sleep, hear that he snoring. And that's another thing, dudes, you got to be aware of your celly. Dudes, pay attention to stuff like that. How early do we go to sleep? What time do we go to sleep? How deep do we sleep? Do we snore? Is he a light sleeper? If I get out the bed, dudes done shit. I done shit like that. I done been on the top bunk, dude on the bottom bunk. I drop a slipper off, see if he hear that shit. Oh, well, I need to know is he on point, because if I go to sleep and somebody try to hit the cell, is he gonna be sharp enough to wake up when that door open? We both can't be asleep. That's how we both gonna never make it out the cell if somebody come get us. So you gotta be aware of these things. So OG peep that he sleep, he down there snoring. Boom, he jump out the bunk for real. When he jump out the bunk, he go up in the stash, grab that blick, walks up over there, get the nail in the little dude straight in his face. My grandbabies, you disrespectful bitch. I'm talking about he get to working him all that anger, like, man, you been stepped on my grandbaby. So I can only imagine the type of anger that he was hitting him with. I can only imagine the type of anger I would have been hitting him with if he stepped on a picture of my grandbabies. Because like I told you, OG had been locked up for so long. Those pictures get you through them times, man. Those pictures is the only connection that you got to the outside world. The pictures is letting you know, like, man, we ain't forget about you. Yeah, life's still going on, but we still keeping you updated and aware of the changes that's going on in life. Look, your daughter getting big. Look, this was Tiffany graduation. Look, Lord Jeremiah graduated. Look, boy, this such and such little party. So they keeping him in the loop. His family loved him and he loved his family. He loved his family so much he'd be willing to slam that knife and something about him. And he did. He get the work to do, hit them all in his face. So boom, of course, one of the scared dudes hear him yelling, because I heard him yelling. Boom, somebody called the Ted. Boom, they hit the door. They hog time my man OG up. Mind you, he already an old timer for real. So they bending them all up. His bones probably breaking. They hurry up, get Shorty about the bed, fly him to medical for real. Boom. I mean, not flying to medical, take him up to medical. I don't know why. Sometimes it be so many flyouts, you got to remember which one is which. Boom, so they rose him up to medical, and nobody felt sorry for him. I ain't gonna lie. I had no pity in my heart for him, because I probably said helicopter, because that's where he should have went for real, for keep disrespecting the old timer, man. Like, I look at things like, when I'm dealing with older dudes, this could be my grandfather, this could be my uncle, this could be my elder, you feel me? So you always deal with a man as a man should be dealt with, especially if you're a good old timer, somebody that's respected, somebody that's respectful, that's only trying to give you game. And that's all OG was trying to do, was give him game. He stayed out the way. He wasn't a headache. He ain't asked for nothing. He wasn't dirty. He was sharp. He knew everybody. He had been in the system forever. He really had one of the best sellies that he could have. But look how he fucked it up, trying to be slick, disrespectful, and a young, dumb, full of, you get what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's jump into story number 2. Now, story number 2 is what happened when that soldier hating, player hating disease bites you, man. And this is the case with this dude right here. I mean, he was diagnosed with hating at an ultimate level. Now, we got one of the good men on the tier. He doing his 1-2 ultimate hustler, catching the pack. But one of the things that was different with him was he wasn't getting the pack through the VI room. He wasn't getting it the natural way, the most common way for real, from somebody in his family or his people for real. He had flipped the CO. Now, it was a dude up there, CO for real. He was an ex-street dude, meaning used to do his 1-2 back in the day, end up getting his life together, got a job as a correctional officer. Now he is CO for real, but he still come from street etiquette. He still come from street ways, so he not hard on the men for real. He ain't doing the natural type of petty shit that most of these COs do for real. He cool, he laid back. He one of them type COs, like, you know, not to break no amen with him, but he cool for real. So when my man pull up on him and holler at him with the proposition, you gotta naturally think, anybody with common sense, if you able to buy a pack of cigarettes in society that costs $7, $10, and come in here and I'm telling you I give you $300 for a pack of cigarettes, that profit margin is crazy. And most people can't deny that type of money, especially when you do the math. You like, man, if I do this for 6 months, I'm gonna make more money than I'm getting paid salary in a whole year. And we know things like that. You get what I'm saying? And we play on things like that. And my man put the 1-2 on him. Man, listen, bust this move for me for real, for real. Come on, man. I know you ain't forget where you come from. I know you ain't trying to forget about the struggle. Boom, he mind fuck him, get him to do what he need him to do. Boom, shorty go bring the pack. Now, the way that work is he tell him, look, meet my peoples uptown, grab what I need you to grab. He gonna pay you right there, so you know you got your money up front. Bring back in what I need you to bring back in, so I'm good, and I can do my 1-2. Now they got this thing going on crazy. I'm talking about they had like a 9-month run. Boom, like always, dudes start to notice and peep things like, man, why them two always, you know what I mean? Like it was getting kind of too hot and word was going around amongst the COs too that Yo was doing what he was doing. But it's one on himself for real. He always want a monkey see, monkey do. Boom, what does he do? He pull up on the CO now. He trying to throw little slick slurs and for real. He trying to say little things around him like, man, I ain't even, I'm tired of being around these duck ass COs. Man, I need a nigga that really trying to get to that money. So he throwing it in the air like, I need to be around the CO that's breaking law, knowing he the type CO that break law, hoping that he might jump out there like, man, what you mean? And then they can get a call and see, because all you need to do is give him the bite. I don't care if I get you to bring me in one now later, I got you. You can bring me in one sunflower seed, trust and believe. I'm already thinking about having you bring me kilos. You can best and believe that. And that's why most CEOs don't try to do that or bring you little petty shit, because they know if I bring something petty and contraband, the same on all levels on their aspect. Whether they bring you a Jolly Rancher or a knife, it's all the same. It's all labeled under contraband. You get what I'm saying? So boom. Now they doing they want you to do, keep pulling up on him, and he trying to break him for real. He keep trying to throw slurs out there. So the CO tell him like, bro, chill, my nigga, I ain't into none of that, bro. Like, what's up with you? You all right? So he thought, man, come on, don't be trying to be hard on me. Don't act like you don't bust no moves, nigga. So he like, man, what is you talking about? He like, man, what you think niggas dumb? Everybody already know what you doing. Now, 1, he being nosy. 2, he being hot. 3, he being sneaky. 3 strikes you out. That's enough situation to get him hit right then and there. So the CEO like, man, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, man. But you know what I mean? Keep that to yourself, bro. I'm good. He spins off for real. Now, when he spin off, he go holler at the good man. When he go holler at the good man, he tell him like, man, what you going around telling people what we got going on? So the good man looking at him like, man, come stop playing. You know, I don't do no clown shit like that. Why, what's up? He tell him like, yeah, well, your little dude down there pull up on me. He throwing out little side shots. Then I say something to him. He basically say, everybody know what's going on with us for real, for real. So he like, shit, who? He pointed the dude out, but he telling him like, man, fall back. I mean, don't make it hot. Don't make it saying I don't want your bitch ass. You beat him up, crush him. Then he straight go tell for real and get niggas knocked up. They start pulling cameras. They start doing their investigation. That should lead back to something for real, because the program loose, meaning they not really hard on the COs when they come through. They more so laid back. They coming through with it and they want to, and they breeze past. You know what I'm saying? They not patting them down like they convicts. They letting them blow by. They not already expecting them to be doing nothing wrong. So he like, nah, don't make it hot in front of the situation, because truth be told, the CO eating crazy off the deal too. He love the money he making. Like I told you, $10 to $300. That's $100. And that's $290 profit. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. So he like, all right, bet. So the good man tell us, he like, all right, bet, man. I ain't gonna say, don't worry about it, bro. I'm gonna take care of it. Boom. Later on that night, when he know Shorty get off shift, he get off shift for real. Boom. We go to dinner. When we come back, the good man go pull up on the sucker dude for real. So we going and so holler at him. He like, man, what's up, man? Let me holler at you. So he like, shit, what's up? The dudes always play this dumbass role like they don't know what's going on. When you know you want some backdoor shit, but you talking about some, yeah, what's up, bro? Come on in. So we come holler at him. He like, man, what's up with you? You good? He like, yeah, what's going on? He like, man, what you need some money or something? What you need, a situation or something? He like, no, I don't know why. What's up, bro? He like, man, come on, stop playing dumb. You know what the fuck you did. He like, bro, just get to the point. Tell me what you talking about. He said, man, did you pull up on that man and tell you know what's going on? Like, what you dry snitching, bro? You know that's rag, right? So he like, what? I ain't do no shit like that, man. When he said that to you, boom. So now he threatening to really blow up the operation, because if he go press him, let's say shit go left. Let's just say he go press him and he end up crushing him. Boom, the operation gone. Let's say he go press him and the CO get scared and he don't want to work on that tier no more. He don't want to work on that unit no more. Money gone, boom, operation blew up. So either way, him making a dumbass decision gonna fuck up the money anyway. And niggas ain't trying to fuck up the money. I don't care what you say. That money is number one. So he like, man, chill, look at you, bro. You moving loose, you moving dumb, bro. You know niggas don't backdoor niggas like that, bro. If you need something, come holler at me. Like, why you trying to snatch my plug, bro? Like, why you trying to go behind my back and really backdoor me? So he like, oh, first of all, bro, you acting like you want some girl shit. He said another word, but I don't know if I can say it on here. You acting like some other shit like that, like that's your girlfriend or something, bro. Even if I did pull up on him and I was trying to bust a move, what that got to do with you, bro? The same way you dictated and made that man do whatever he doing, if I wanted to do that, I can do that too, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with you. And that's where most people, them the words that irritate me. It don't got nothing to do with me. And I'm telling you, me and this man doing business. So if you jeopardize my business, how wouldn't it have nothing to do with me? But they don't understand that. They don't seem to get that. So boom. He goes off on him, telling man, what the fuck is you talking about, man? If I just told you, me and the man got an operation going on. If you come in and let's just say you do something stupid, what the fuck you think position that's gonna put me in if Shorty get knocked off? What you talking about? What that got to do with me? Boom. So now the volume in the conversation getting a little louder. The temperature in the room getting a little more aggressive. That testosterone hitting a little harder in that small cell. So the dude stand up like, man, I don't like the fucking way you talking to me for real. Like you talking like you got something on your chest. What you trying to do? Boom. The good man don't waste no time. He clutch him. Mop. Now when he hit him with a two-piece for real, the dude, he was a full-blown sucker. He wasn't no fighter. He ain't really had no buck in him. So he goes to ball up. Instead of him standing up when he got hit and try to strike, he ball up. So the good man stepped back like, man, you's a bitch. He just go to abusing him. Mop. Uppercuts, body shots. Grab, I'm talking about he throwing him onto the bed. Boom, dragging him off the bed onto the floor. Boom, stomping him out. Boom, he rolls out, leaves chump ass in there because no disrespect. But he was a chump man because the dude back there trying to feed his family, he done got him a nice little situation and dictated the CO. And here you come, instead of you trying to find another CO to try to dictate and creating your own lane, you trying to swerve up in my lane and cause traffic. And that's how most dudes end up crashing because another car try to swerve in my lane, do what I do, and you can't do what I do. You get what I'm saying? And that's what happened. They left him in there probably about 40 minutes later. They found his chump ass. And we also already started doing reaction videos to a couple of situations that they had broadcasted on the news. So I'm going to bring those to y'all too. But yeah, man, smashed him out, left him in there. He ended up taking him dumbass out there, taking you up to medical. He came back on the unit probably like a week or two later, and he kept his mouth shut. He never pulled back up on the CO. And when the CO came back the next day on shift, he like, man, what happened to old boy? Like, I don't know, man, got into a situation because nobody told him that the good man ended up crushing him for real. But he ended up saying it on I guess they got like a log sheet when they come into work and see all the incidents that happened. So when we had got back from rec, the CO pulled up on the good man like, boy, yeah, you know, I read that incident report, boy, and saying what happened. You get what I'm saying? But he was never identified in there as the assailant or the person that beat him up. But the CO already knew, like, yeah, I know it was you. You ain't get knocked up, but he just got beat up unexpectedly the day that I tell you that he pulled up on me. All right, you good. Boom, and they continue to do what they do. And the good man made his money and continued to fed his family, man. But that's what happened when you try to be a salt shaker, soldier hater, and jump in another man's lane, trying to backdoor and be sneaky. You end up getting crushed. So with that being said, let's jump into story number 3. Now, man, for story number 3, let's divert away from all that nonsense, man. I'm going to give y'all a little heartfelt one. Now, when I say heartfelt one, it's going to be a 2-piece joint. Now, I had an elder cellmate at one point, and his name was Mr. G. I called him Mr. G, short for Mr. Gregory. Now, Mr. Gregory was a unique dude for real. He had got locked up for bank robbery, but before he had ever did the bank robbery joint, he had been getting locked up his whole life for real, ever since a juvenile. Now, I think for the bank robbery joint, he did that when he was like 20, 21. During this time, he was probably in his late 50s, or he was in his late 40s, early 50s, something like that, or mid 50s. But he was way older than me at the time. Great man, stand-up dude, laid-back guy, always gave me good game, kind of showed me and taught me how to move in certain situations, certain things to stay away from, certain things not to indulge myself in, and he always kept me sharp. And at the end of the story, that was surprising to me when I ended up finding out what I found out. Now, Mr. Gregory, or Mr. G, he had an ego problem, meaning he always thought what he said was right. With the way that he wanted to do it was the right way. If it wasn't his way, it was the highway. Great dude though, man. That was my man. He used to lay back, watch football, watch Jerry Springer, watch the games, watch the news. He tried to put me on stocks, a lot of different things. He tried to broaden my horizons. You get what I'm saying? But he had this one thing that I noticed about him that he never wanted to discuss until I brought it to his attention, or it came to both our attentions at one time. Meaning, he had got mail call one day. So now when he get the mail earlier that day, he don't read it. So later on that day, for real, when we in the cell chilling, I'm ready cooking some food. I'm like, man, you read your letter? He like, nah, I ain't read it yet. I'm ready to bust it open now, man. So he busted open. He reading it. But as he reading it, I'm good at reading people's body language. I'm good at reading facial expressions and things like that. So as he reading it, his face saying like he confused, like he really don't understand what's going on. But I'm like, man, what's wrong? You all right? So he was a smooth dude. He like, man, can you believe this? This crazy. So when he give it to me, I read it in the letter saying that somebody in his family had passed away for real. So I'm like, man, you good? You all right? He like, yeah, man, that's crazy. Can you believe it? Good news. I'm like, huh? Good news? What you talking about? He said, yeah, man, you read it, right? I'm like, yeah, you know, whoever sent you the letter, they telling you that such and such died. One of your people passed away. He like, oh, that's what it said. I had noticed what's the name in there. He knew the name because he was able to identify the name. But when he said it, I'm like, you all right? So I give him the letter. I don't really pay it no mind, but I had kept it in the back of my mind like, man, that was weird. Why you do that? You know what I'm saying? Because I kept remember how when he was reading it, he had that odd expression on his face like he didn't really understand what the letter was saying. And said, man, listen, it's a lot of people that's incarcerated, bro, that can't read and write. I'm talking about you got dudes that can weigh triple beam scale kilos at a time, man. Could tell you what an item weigh down to the milligram, but they don't know how to read and write, bro. They don't know how to spell welcome to Mississippi. You get what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, man. That's how sad it is. When you spend a lot of time in that system from a juvenile to a grown man or your whole life, you don't really have time to worry about education because you're worrying about surviving. You're worrying about maintaining. You're worrying about making it back home to your family in one piece. You get what I'm saying? And I guess this was the situation for Mr. G. So boom, from that point on, I kept my eye on him and I would see him sometimes when he got mail or he got things that he needed to read, he would always go around somebody. He would always like slick pull up on people and he was smooth. So he would dictate them into reading it for him. He would say he forgot his glasses. He would say, man, pronounce this word for me, youngster, man. You know, I don't know all this fancy language they talk now. So he would have little slick ways of telling you that he couldn't read or have you read something so he could understand it for real. Unless you told it to him, he couldn't understand it. Like if you told him, all right, man, go down there and pick up that bag, he would understand it. But if you wrote, go down there and pick up the bag, he couldn't comprehend it. And then he would go see if somebody could read it for him and this, that, and the third. So boom, when I realized that one day I'm in there working out for real. So I got my adrenaline pumping for real. I'm in there getting my burpees. I'm in there doing my push-ups, my pull-ups, my sit-ups, whatever the case may be. So boom, it's another situation where he gets some mail, and when he get the mail, he like, hey V, can you pronounce this for me? So when he give it to me for real, I get to reading the shit. So I tell him what the letter say. So I ask him, you know, as a man, I'm like, man, what you be having problem like pronouncing certain words? I know you say that a lot, Mr. G, for real, you good? He like, yeah, man, you know, it just be certain words. I don't like the way this new age vocabulary. It wasn't like that when I was coming up. Everything was simple, straight to the point type words. Now they always want to use these big words that mean nothing. Now that part he was right on, but I'm like, yeah, man, you sure? I'm like, man, because you know, if you know, I'm like your little grandson, man. I'm like your little nephew. If you need help with anything, OG, I got you. Boom, that set off his alarm. Well, they need help with what? Need help with what? I'm like, man, need help with reading. He like, well, I don't need no help with reading. I just don't read y'all language. Y'all language ain't my language. I'm like, man, language is language, Mr. G. He like, yeah, whatever. So boom, about a week or two go by. One day we go on lockdown. So when we go on lockdown, we gonna lock for like 3 weeks for real. So boom, when he get his mail, he can't read the letter. And I told him like, no, I'm not reading the letter unless you tell me you can't read it. You can't understand it for real. This between me and you. You know I'm a man. I ain't gonna go out and tell nobody you can't read because a lot of dudes be having that put up that ego wall, that ego block. I'm not ready conveying to you and tell you this vulnerability that I got, and then you go out into the block or to the compound, the population, to try to make me seem like I'm a dummy. I can't read. No, man, I got too much respect for you, Mr. G, to do no shit like that. And that's what I told him. And from there, he ended up telling me like, yeah, man, I never really had time to do that, man. And he gave me his backstory, man. I was brought up in the streets. I ain't had time. I wasn't worried about reading. I ain't go to school. I went to school to rob. I went to school to sell drugs. I went to school to do this, that, and the third. And that's what he went to school for. He was never able to get his education. He never obtained his education. And unfortunately, he ended up being in his mid-50s and not being able to read or write, man. And that shit broke my heart. But once we got that right, man, I sat down with my man. That whole lot, I sat down with him, man, and tried to help him, you know, break down different words because I'm a great reader. I ain't good at all stuff, but reading, that's my strong point for real. And I sat with my man, Mr. G, and we read and we built. And guess what? We ended up going to the GED class together. And you want to know the crazy part? Mr. G got his GED. I didn't. So that was crazy to me. I guess all that good reading wasn't good if I ain't know how to do math and science, right? Or social studies. So, you know, salute to my man, Mr. G, man. That was just one of them heartfelt joints that I had for me, man. And, you know, salute to Mr. G. I hope and pray you get out one day, man. I'm still in contact with him, man, fighting that good fight. But, you know, that is what it is, man. Salute. Thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you forever locked in with your boy Stories with V, man. At this time, one more time again, make sure you like, share, comment, smash that subscribe button for me, y'all. We on the road to 100K. We need to get there before the year's out, man. So make sure we telling a friend, we sharing these videos, we liking, we commenting, we reposting, we doing everything we need to do to build the brand, man, because 2024 is our year. And what better squad do we need to be at the top of this YouTube thing than the V Squad, man. So let's help me get there. You can also support the channel through Cash App. It's listed right here. One more time, check your status. Make sure you subscribe. Boom. Now with that being said, we out. Let's go.